in the long, long ago time of yore, this is exactly what we could expect when it came to repurposing molds in Transformers. So for as long as Transformers has existed, repaints have been a thing. I mean, you got your Starscreams, and you got your Lambors, and you got your Infernos, and all of those have buddies that have the exact same body as them, just a different color. And in the early days of the franchise, when that was the best that you could do to bolster your numbers for characters and toys and stuff, that actually worked. It was a very easy and very successful way to market the same thing. And, you know, sometimes it's great, especially with this example of Sunspot and Laserbeak. It's a cool, unique take on a different character to be homaged in a different way. I like that. I tend to think that that is overall a positive aspect of the Transformers franchise. But, like any positive thing, the more times it happens, the less and less positive it becomes. And sure, sometimes we'd be treated to the same guy but with a different head to make him a completely different character even more. That was the name of the game until these two guys happened. Springer and Sandstorm were a boon for re-engineering. These are some of the best figures Transformers has ever made, period. But one of the greatest examples of altered tooling of most any toy I've ever seen that does what Transformers does. Springer came out and, by God, he was perfect. He was perfect. And I loved him, and he's never not being a part of my collection. But then Sandstorm came out, and I fell in love with how much that was actually different on him. He felt like a brand new figure. I went through when I first got him and counted all the parts that were the same, all the parts that were different, and was just so amazed that it's almost unrecognizable as the same guy. I mean, yeah, they have the same body layout and everything, but that's not a thing that Transformers does. They don't reuse body layouts, but with completely different parts. So to just to have these guys be so similar but so different was kind of refreshing for Transformers. Now Titan's Return is in full swing, and this is the golden age, without a doubt, of retools and remolds and reused parts. But from Wave 1 Deluxes, I felt incredibly lukewarm about Scourge. I already had a Scourge that was already great, and after playing with this guy, the tooling and stuff, the way he transforms, it's boring. I mean, there's nothing too special or fantastic about it that kept me super engaged. But I can't bring myself to ever want to sell or trade or get rid of this figure because he's, again, another great example of all this excellent retooling. Because when Wave 2 came around, there was a retool hidden in plain sight, and nobody noticed. Highbrow and Scourge are retools. If you were to just count, just seriously just count, these little bits inside of his shoulders, right here, those are the same. The hands are the same. The hips and thighs, the same. Heel spurs, same. Poorly executed Titan Master connection, same. Everything else is different. They even transform completely differently. The part that becomes the front of Scourge's alt mode becomes the rear of Highbrow's. So in the past, we've had Transformers that had very similar transformation schemes to older toys, but none of them felt like it was purposeful. It always just felt like that's the scheme that worked really well for that figure. And it was more coincidental, whereas Highbrow and Scourge are completely planned out. But from there, it only got better and better. When Chrome Dome was first revealed, I thought it looked like a great figure. I thought it looked phenomenal, and I really dug a lot about it. But I noticed something in particular. I saw right away that Chrome Dome had dead ends tooling. But when I cracked them out of the box, I couldn't have told from before that these guys are so incredibly different. Earlier in this video, I said that Transformers doesn't really take the same body scheme, the same blueprint as a guy, and just completely reuse it for someone else with completely different parts. And I was lying to you, because that's exactly what they did! If this were more blatant and this was like the name of the game for Transformers, I probably wouldn't be as excited about it, but to look at just how much is the same and to point out like, oh, there's this and oh, there's this, it's exciting. Titan's Return has blown my mind so much when it comes to retools. I am, wait. Tooling from a third dude. Chrome Dome's hips and knees are Blur's hips and knees. It's too good. How do they make it so good? How? I can gush and sing the praises of these dudes all day long, but me sitting here going, it's so good, can't get across the fact that I am incredibly happy to be a part of a renaissance for Hasbro. Lately, Hasbro has been an example of a business philosophy that I am personally proud to be a part of. As a consumer or a member of the community or whatever you want to label my end in this capitalist relationship, they are showing that they're not content to stagnate. And that is incredibly uplifting, because lately we've just seen Hasbro just do stuff that's just kind of weird. And we've seen them like reduce to cut costs. But back in 2012, I mean, yeah, that was 4 years ago, but we saw figures like Fall of Cybertron Bruticus with very thin plastic that felt like it could break with just a crush of the hand, and very awkward designs and less and less metal pieces to make the figures work. And I think they got over that growing period. They're finally done with that. They've found smart and innovative ways to cut those costs in a different way that in no way sacrifices the quality. Because I can guarantee that this guy was retooled from this guy in a way that was considerably cost effective. Because you didn't have to take the time to design a completely different transformation. And I can't wait to see them do more and more like this. Pointing out the things that are alike in Transformers that are similar but wildly different is much more satisfying to me than look at two Transformers that are completely the same and identifying maybe one or two aspects that are different about them. Are the days of repaints and new heads and slightly altered tooling done? I don't think so. I mean, Blur just got redone as Brainstorm, so we're probably going to see this thing for a long time to come. But I don't think it's a bad thing. Just, I like the other thing more. Hasbro, keep up the good work. Your design team is incredibly good right now. And if you exchange them out for new guys, make sure that they learn from the people going out before they come in. Because this is a trend that I need to see continue. So, in short, good job. You guys are pretty cool. You're some cool dudes with some cool stuff. And I will see you later. Bye!